talking about how brutal it is, 60 deaths, but he's like, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, yeah. If you look at his career in the Netherlands of all places, where they just let stuff happen, you can buy heroin in the Netherlands. His movies were too crazy for the Netherlands. They were like, you know what? We're gonna stop giving you government funding because you're psycho, Verhoeven. So, doei, alsjeblieft. That means please in Dutch. Alsjeblieft. Get out of here. It's just like, hey, Paul, you're a psycho, dude. We can't give you money for these movies.
Going movies in the States with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then he goes and makes a movie with Arnold.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the only Verhoeven movie that doesn't really, I don't know what the message of Showgirls is. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think the message was just, let's see how much money we need to give Elizabeth Berkley so she'll just be naked all the time. I feel bad.
I feel bad, though, because the actors trusted him so much on that film.
Yeah.
I think in their mind, they were thinking, I am on a Verhoeven set. This guy has made Basic Instinct, RoboCop. Yeah. He's made Total Recall. His movies have been box office successes, so I'm just going to trust everything he says. And then the movie comes out. And
it's just a fart in the wind. It's just a turd in the punch bowl.
But we're talking about a massive one, though. It got a lot of press for being horrible.
Yeah.
People just dogpiled on it.
That's right. And it's not one of those so bad it's good movies where you go back and watch it and, oh, I get it. It's just not a good movie. You know what it is? It was 96 or 97?
Yep.
So internet porn was still dial-up, 56K modem. So he was just like, let's just make internet porn in a movie because the internet doesn't exist yet. That's what it was.
It got the dreaded NC-17.
Yes.
And it just... Yeah. But I think it kind of caught up to him. I think the times... Well, no, he just made Elle, which is brilliant. And he made Black Book, which is very good. Yeah. I mean, he went back overseas.
Yeah, no, he's a great director. It's just that movie was not good. It was not good.
I feel like I watch it.
Wasn't there?
What's up?
I was going to say, wasn't there the episode where she's Jessie in Saved by the Bell and she starts taking uppers and she starts singing a song and it's crazy? I think he just saw that and said, we should make a 2-hour movie of this.
Wait, she took uppers? I mixed that up with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode where he was taking uppers. No, Carlton was taking uppers.
A lot of very special episodes, man. It's easy to get them mixed up.
One of the greatest lines of TGIF history, or whenever that aired, was, I think Carlton or the Fresh Prince were in the hospital, and Hillary looked at their IV bag, and she was like, oh, we got to get rid of this. I'm going to get you some Evian. That's a good line. And she potatoed a car and put a key in the muffler.
Of course she did. That girl was blissfully of the 1%, man. She didn't know anything. How much does milk cost? $20? She's one of those people.
Hey, so how about this? Let's take a break. Let's get our mind back on Total Recall, and then we'll forget it, and then we'll go on talking about other things when we get back. How's that sound?
Hey, you lead, I follow, baby. Let's go.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And Norbert, what were we talking about?
Well, I believe it's a little film that we like to call Total Recall, my friend.
Now, Quaid, he loved Benny, didn't he? Every time that they were running, Benny, come on, Benny, let's go, Benny.
Benny's a family man, just like him, or so he thought.
I love the character. So in my childhood, I love that scene where he took off his hand and that alien hand came out. Yeah. For 90, that's unbelievable. Effect at the time. And you know what's interesting? In the original script, they didn't have any outside shots of Mars. And one of the producers was like, Paul, we need to have this shot. So I guess they did this 3-part composite of miniatures and matte paintings, and it was incredibly intricate. But it made a good point because you get to see the exteriors of that. But I love that was a Herculean task to show Mars with the special effects. I thought that was pretty unbelievable.
Really alien world, man. So much red. It tinges everything. And you need that.
And eyeballs bulging out.
Oh, my God. And then going back in your head.
Yeah, your face expands by triple, and then you just go cool again. You're like, all right, I'm fine. But you're the writer for Total Recall, right? And the whole time Benny keeps saying, "I got 5 kids, I got 5 kids, I got 5 kids, I got 5 kids," and then when he goes, "I have 4 kids," how pleased are you with that movie long gag?
Such a great callback. One of the all-time movie callbacks, because he says it so casually, and if you've been paying attention, you just wait a minute. Oh shit. Benny is down with Cohagen too. Oh my God, because he doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Nope.
He plays it really well. He undersells this evil that's lurking in his background, and it's so great.
This movie, Ron Shusett, he also wrote Alien, Aliens, Free Jack. Dan O'Banion, he did Alien, Aliens, Dark Star, and Life Force. And then Gary Goldman, who did Big Trouble in Little China, the touch-ups on that. So, and then between Verhoeven, who, he's a smart man. This movie, I don't know if you remember it, but I guess so you had all the callbacks, 5 kids, 4 kids, and then you had, See You at the Party. And at the end, this movie had a genuine discussion about whether it was all in his head or it was real because of the final line. So this movie, it's a blockbuster, but it also had some smarts, I guess. Is that?
It's one of Schwarzenegger's smartest movies. It's one of Schwarzenegger's smartest movies, because he still gets to go around murdering people, and despite all of the weird shit that's going on, he's, they establish early on that he likes to sleep and dream about this woman.
Yep.
And then he goes into the recall place, and, Harry, don't mess with your brain, you don't play with your brain.
That guy.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole thing could be a dream sequence, which they really, in the remake, unfortunately, they really tried to hammer it home. Hey, guess what? Here's a twist from the mind of M. Night Shyamalan. It's probably a dream. Credits.
The remake was only made so that guy, the guy who directed Underworld and the 4th Die Hard, which I really like. What is it? Live Free or Die Hard? I love that one. Len Wiseman. But he was married to Kate Beckinsale, and it's not Total Recall's not a Colin Farrell or Jessica Biel movie. It's a Kate Beckinsale choose the scenery film. He just gave her the juiciest role. She's far more interesting than anybody else in that movie, and you could tell that Len Wiseman was just like, I'm more interested in her.
Hey, the only difference is, she's not shooting werewolves this time, Hey, let's just get it done.
But and speaking of, you're talking in the beginning when he was dreaming about, I have her name here. I'm sorry. When he was dreaming about Melina, and Sharon Stone gets all angry at him, and they have that weird fight. Verhoeven was talking about this in the commentary, and he was speaking with Arnold because they're on the commentary together. Which thank you very much for recommending that to me, Norbert. And they flew Sharon Stone out to Vegas, and Arnold and her rehearsed this scene in a Vegas hotel room with Paul Verhoeven there.
Oh my God.
That's some weird, right?
I was about to say, that's just, hey, And
then he made a joke. He made a joke in the movie. He's like, Sharon didn't want to get, she didn't want to expose herself in this film. So he's like, I paid her back on Basic Instinct. and Arnold and him just started laughing, and I'm like, "Geez, Louise."
Exactly. I was just about to say, with their both of their history, Arnold has a history of being a little grabby on women. Verhoeven has a little history of just a lot of DGAF about peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, so let's me, you, and Sharon go to a hotel room and rehearse the kind of sexy fight. Ooh, hey. Ooh.
When they said it perfectly normal too. I was like, what? Also, I love. There's some minor other things in here I loved. I like that they're saying the World Series was in Tokyo, so I thought that was pretty fun. Nice little callback for that. And I love that Sharon Stone just keeps kicking him in the nuts. She delivers 3 nut kicks on Arnold in this movie.
I was going to bring that absolutely, like within seconds of each other. And to his credit, he just kind of eats it,
I love
any one of those. I'm done.
I love the insert shots too. So they always close up. There's always close-ups of the foot hitting right in that area.
That's right. Yeah. And then you get a quick cut of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ow, I've been kicked in the balls. Yeah. And then he just powers back up like nothing happened. Whew. Oh my gosh. Solid kicks, dude. Solid kicks. She's in her work hard for the money music video clothes, and she's just going to town on his nuts, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. How's he standing?
I did like that tennis simulator that she was using.
You know what? I think that's why everybody bought a Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to replicate that scene. Perfect form. You know?
Man. And then also, I'm pinballing, but you know me, Norbert. I'm just gonna shoot things at you, and then we'll riff from there.
Fire him back.
But
Let's go.
How stupid was Ironside to shoot out the window in Mars?
You know what? His blind hatred for Hauser, aka Quaid, having just spent a year and a half just totally giving it to his woman. You know what? He doesn't care about anything. You know, you don't make Ironside angry. You wouldn't like it when he's angry, basically.
And how weak was that guard's grip strength? So everyone's holding on just fine, but then there's one guard that has both hands on a metal rail, and he's like, whoa!
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it, you know? And here's a little tidbit for you. I think the leader of the military dudes, he was on Deep Space Nine as the main bad guy, the Cardassian. I think his name's Mark Alimo. He's awesome. You do an IMDb on him, man. He's a great character actor as well.
Which one?
I think his name's Mark Alimo, Alaimo. And he's like, open this, Ironside's
yeah.
It's like, we can't open the door. He just totally brings Gul Dukat.
I love that dude. He backed down Ironside.
Yeah, he did. Gul Dukat, man. You don't mess with the leader of the Cardassian Empire. There it is.
And then, let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, they also had a Jack-in-the-Box on the planet, which raises the question of how they got meat to the planet.
Oh, here we go again, Here we go again. We have all things that we do bring, but things that we don't. Milk, no. But cows, yes. Jack-in-the-Box serves everything, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jack-in-the-Box is questionable food, bro. Questionable food. That and Arby's? Oh, God. If you ever feel a little backed up, eat an Arby's sandwich, man. It's better than laxative. Jesus Christ, Arby's. Ugh.
This commercial. We're sponsored by Arby's. And then I have another question. I didn't get to look this up, but for years I thought the scene where they have Melina and Quaid and they're putting them back into the recall machines to wipe their minds again to bring back Hauser, because Cohagen really loves Hauser. They're buds.
Best friend.
And
best friend.
I always thought that there's this movie where this guy pulls his arm out, but there's a spike when he pulls his arm out, and then he stabs it into a guy's. What movie is that?
This is it. Total Recall.
Oh, he does stab him, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're right.
And he's not even a thug. I think it's like a scientist, man.
Yeah, he murders a scientist. Oh, he does do that in this. You're right. My bad.
Yeah. No, that's okay. There have been so many Arnold Schwarzenegger stabbing people in the neck with large weapons movies. Absolutely.
Oh, I feel bad for these doctors.
This is the thing. They're just doctors. They're not henchmen. They're just doctors. And he's just murdering them in that scene, man. Doing the classic, looks like it's going to be a DDT, but then he does a neck breaker thing and kills them. He lifts them up in the air. These are doctors. These are not henchmen.
I felt really bad for the 5 guys he killed in that alleyway, too, because they were not prepared for him.
Well, it's a little different there because they're construction workers, you know? So they're out there jackhammering, which, it's the future. You'd think there would be a different way to break up Earth than just dudes and jackhammers.
That's what I was thinking. Why are they...
In the hot sun. Wait, don't we have space travel? There's got to be something better to break the Earth up than a damn jackhammer.
Hey, that analog work, it's good for people.
This is what it is. So he wants Hauser back so badly because he's Ronnie Cox. He's kind of old, even though he's super rich. You think they're still going through Venusville and Mars? Who's the wingman, Hauser or Cohagen? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
When they're out,
definitely Hauser.
He's, I'm Velos Cohagen, yeah, and I'm Hauser. Would you like to see our apartments? we can have Jack-in-the-Box in the Best Western, yeah.
Also, his forearms are pure steel, because when he's in that laboratory, he gets hit with a steel bar on his forearm, nothing.
It just blocks it. Yeah.
That is. Oh, go for it.
Yeah. I was going to say, between that, Sharon Stone gets him in the balls with a high heel also. And he's just like, ouch, yeah. He's invincible in this movie, man.
I do. The one trope I really hate in action movies that I feel